This is a tutorial on basic video editing. First we're going to start with the free program that comes with Windows XP, Vista, and Windows 7 Windows Movie Maker. We're going to take our file, which should be either an AVI file or a WMV file. If your camera produces files that are .mov, you need to get a converter, such as Quick Media Converter, another converter like that, to convert your file to a format that Windows can use. Now, as we drag and drop this file over here into the collections, we can also add to our collections too. We can add some audio. If we want audio for a background later, we can add a picture. And also for the settings, make sure for your settings you have collections over here. What you can do to make sure that's showing, because I don't believe that's the default, is you can go over here and choose collections. You can also, I just turned that off obviously, you can choose the task pane, or you can choose view, and we're going to choose collections. So the top panel should look like this. The bottom, you've got two choices. You can show storyboard, which for me, for beginning video editing, I don't even use that at all. You can use that later as you get into more stuff. We want the timeline. This is the timeline. We're going to take our video and drag it into the timeline. Now, a typical motorcycle video, you obviously at the beginning of the video you're messing around with gloves and your helmet and stuff like that, so as I'm doing here in this video, and you might want to chop that off. So we're going to chop off the first 17 seconds. Even go beyond that, I guess, get past that part. Okay, there. And what we can do is we can drag and drop this to any place in the video, but I'm going to decide to choose it right there. When it's in that part of the timeline, you're going to push down the control button and then hit L. That's a hotkey. You can also choose it from the menus. You can go clip, and then you can choose split. Obviously we don't have it available right now because we already did that with the hotkey, so I would suggest using the control L hotkey. Then we got this here that we don't want in the video anymore, so what we're going to do, use the mouse button, right click it, and we can either cut or delete it either way. So we'll just cut it out of the video. Now, we want the video to be approximately 8 minutes long, or say at the point of 8 minutes in the video is about when the video comes to a natural end, and we don't want the rest of the stuff, so we're going to put the pointer at 8 minutes, push down the control key, hit L. We've just made another cut in the video. We can obviously also do that in a couple of places in the middle of the video if we want to remove something for the middle. So we're going to right click this part that we want to cut off at the end, cut. Now we've got the whole video itself. Now, saving the video. What we want to do is go File, Save Movie File. My computer, obviously you want to save it to your computer. We're going to give it a name. We're going to call it Test 01. It'll give it automatically. It'll give it a .wmv extension, so that's not a problem. Okay. To start with, we're going to go best quality for my computer, or actually, well, you can also do other settings like we have. I would say to start with, this is a good setting here. Video for local playback 1.5. This takes up a little bit more space. It might give you a little bit better quality. I don't think in most cases you'll be able to know, but you can choose all the different settings and try them. It's just the size of the file and the quality. So we're going to do next. It's going to start saving the movie. Then when the movie's done, make sure like you give it a name like that too. I usually have my movies saved to the desktop. I have every settings, but if you give it a distinguishing name, then when you're done with it, you will be able to actually go and find the movie itself. So that's the important part. And I'm going to get out of this because this is the basics of the first part of the tutorial. And then you should be able to have your final saved movie. So if you want me to go to the next step beyond that, let me know. What I'll do for my next tutorial is I will do about multiple clips and joining them together for my next tutorial.